Hi, and thank you for dropping by. This is the first episode of a mini-series of videos that I'm making to shed some more light on Homebound and how it came to be. In every episode I will talk about one song and tell a bit more about how I wrote it maybe, or about the lyrics, about the music video. So hope you'll enjoy it. Homebound, the album, was actually not a planned album. It just literally came to be. I was working on my third album. The album was supposed to be my third album, Empty, and I had already announced it and started recording it. And I ended up in a position where I had too much music. So I went up to the studio to simply just scrap one or two songs that just became too much. So I sat down, I started up all the equipment, and what I usually do is I look around and I pick up an instrument which is around me, and until everything is started up, I play. So instead of scrapping two songs that day, I ended up writing a new song. And one of those moments where you just pop out the new song and in 20 minutes go, whoa, hey, that's the one. And so it made it even more difficult to fit everything onto one album. So I started analyzing it even more, and I found a difference between some songs. Empty, which you will hear when it's done, is a bit more rock and roll, a little bit harder, a little bit more symphonic. It's darker, it's more cynic, and there were just a bunch of songs that were lighter, a bit more acoustic, more content, and a little bit more dreamy. So I took them off the album, not because they were good enough, but because they were just a little bit different in the way they felt. And I thought, I'm not going to throw these away. So how about making an in-between EP, just digitally, maybe 3 or 4 songs, maybe 5 songs, and you can download it somewhere or whatever. So I started doing that, and on my sheet papers I even wrote EP. It's going to be an EP. Done, said and done. I went on and kept writing music for that album. And it turned out at the end, instead of 3, 4, 5 songs, I wrote 8 songs, and that became Homebound. And recorded and done, and I had this idea even earlier on for Empty to make a music video for each song, but depending on location and budget and what I had and what I didn't have, it just wasn't possible to make videos for some of these songs. So I had put that idea back on a shelf. But now that Homebound was being in making, like an in-between EP that turned into an LP, I thought, hey, let's do that again. There's only 4 songs. I can make 4 videos. Now those 4 songs turned into 8 songs and turned into 8 videos. So all of a sudden I had 8 songs, and 8 videos had to come with that. And that turned into the idea of making it an album with a DVD. So that's how that went. So the album was pretty much done. It was being mastered, and I was working on the music DVDs. When the distributor said that 8 songs, 30 minutes might be a little bit too short to be able to call it an LP or a full-length album. and I was asked simply to maybe write one more song, just push it a little bit further. So I sat down to write one more song, and wrote 2 more songs, of course. That's the way I do it, apparently. And I came up with the song Snow and Never Change. And Snow is quite different than the rest of the songs because it's much more digital, and the rest are way more acoustic, lots of piano and guitar. And Snow is a lot of keyboards and acoustic stuff, but it still fits in there. And Never Changed worked really good on the LP as a startup for the second, like for the B-side, because you had that little break when you have to turn the LP around, and that works. But to have it on the CD, it just didn't work. It was just too weird. So that's why it's not on the CD, but it is on the LP. And I even used it on the DVD as music on the credit list, and as a lyrical video there, so you can get it there. And everyone who pre-order it will get it digitally sent to them as a bonus track. So that's it. So that's a bit about how Homebound came to life, and follow my next videos to get more information on each individual songs, and see you there.